All right, friends, Americans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I am Stephen Skicandy with the Skicandy Group Remax Now, and with me is Kari Cobb of Mpire Mortgage, Loans the Boss Way. How you doing, Kari?
I'm doing great. I'm coming at you live from Emerald Isle Beach while my son is at racing camp. I'm doing a little bit of work oceanside today.
Oh, fantastic. I was going to say, you're definitely doing better than us if you're at the beach, because we ain't.
That's all right. You're at the house that we're about to talk about.
Yeah, there you go. So we are at 106 Winfall Court, and I think some of you folks know about this. What you probably don't know is we recently had a price adjustment. We went down from $280,000 to $270,000. And this house, of course, is available in a nice little cul-de-sac just off of Huff Drive in Jacksonville. So it's close to the base. It's close to where you are, Emerald Isle. It's within a stone's throw. And then, of course, all the great stuff that Western Boulevard offers, because that's been pretty much the true heart of Jacksonville the last number of years now. And I appreciate you joining us, because I thought that one of the things that I'm dealing with when I talk to people, not just about this house, but about other houses is, well, it's not the price, it's just the mortgage payments.
Right.
And I think we have a solution for them. And I just want to hear about some of that from you today.
Yes. So, that is the biggest complaint right now is the fact that the interest rates are a little bit higher than what we've seen since COVID. And the thing is, guys, those interest rates from COVID are not coming back, number one. But number two, you're paying a mortgage whether you're renting or not. It's just your choice as to whether you pay your mortgage or somebody else's.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I'm just saying, here's the difference. If you pay somebody else's mortgage, guess what? You're paying 100% of the mortgage. If you are paying your mortgage, then a portion of that goes toward the principal and the other portion goes toward interest. And it's more of an investment. Something you can also, which again, I'll preface this by saying I'm not a tax consultant, but you can talk to your tax consultants about how to write off if it is your mortgage and your investment. But without further ado, I want to talk about a strategy today that you and I have discussed many times for some of these buyers that are a little bit shy about the interest rates. Of course, there's different types of loans. Right now, conventional is not bad, but your government-backed loans like FHA, USDA, and VA for those veterans or active duty, those tend to have a better interest rate right now. But Wonderful. They also come with, there's just different things that comes along with each loan type. But a great way to get into this home and other homes is to use the strategy called a 2-1 buy down.
Oh, okay.
So what that means is, let's say, Stephen, that your buyer qualifies for 7.5% interest rate.
Okay.
They negotiate with the seller that they would like for them to pay for a 2-1 seller buy down. What that means is that for the first year after we close, their interest rate for the first year will only be 5.5%, 2 points down from their pre-qualified 7.5%. The next year, it'll go up 6.5%. And then not until that third year of owning the home will it fully mature to the pre-qualified 7.5%. But by that time, hopefully, the interest rates or something else may have developed that you can refinance, or you may be at a point of selling. Because I don't know if you looked at the stats, but did you know in our area, Onslow County, June of this year, as compared to last year, the average sales price went up 5.8%.
Wow, so that's great.
Well, I mean, think about it. That's appreciation. I mean, somebody that bought a home last year, June 2022, a VA loan, 100% financing, they experienced 5.8% appreciation, meaning equity is now in that home.
Right.
The median sales price was 8.6% increase.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, of course, you and I have been doing this for so long. We remember days when the average house in Onslow was about $120,000. Yes. And we certainly remember times when it took 4 years to get that much appreciation overall versus only 1 year. So that's significant. So just had to make note of that, guys, just for perspective.
And to give you a little bit more education behind that, let's say we use the average sales price appreciation.
Okay.
And we're talking about a 2-year buy down. So let's say we wait 2 years to refinance. Now you're at a 10, maybe let's be conservative, a 9% appreciation. That's equity in your home that, depending on your situation, not only could you lower the interest rate depending on the market at that time,
Right.
but you may be able to pull some equity out to pay some higher interest bills.
Right.
I mean, you just got to know, who you work with, and you got to be able to trust that your lender is a great financial advisor so that they walk you through all the scenarios and what's best for you and your family.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong as well. Just another caveat. Let's just say after this 2-1 buy down is over and it's time to refinance. Let's just say interest rates haven't changed or they've gone up slightly. And let's say we had a borrower that actually took my advice and made another extra mortgage payment or two somewhere along the way. Theoretically, since he owes less on the property, the home's still appreciated, but interest rates have effectively stayed the same. His payment very well could still go down in that scenario as well, right? Oh, I think I lost you there. Are you still there, Kari? Uh-oh. Did Jaws hit you at the beach? I think I lost you. I'm going to move around some.
All right,
see what's going on.
Live.
Yes, we're still live. Okay, now I can hear you good.
It's going about that times loan value versus the worth. Lower your payment is, or lower the interest rate.
Uh-oh. Oh no, we lost Kari, folks. We lost Kari Cobb. Okay, what Kari was saying there before she got cut out, I'm not sure if it was the NSA that jammed us or what have you, but what she was simply saying was that in fact what I said was correct. Hey, she's back. Okay, awesome. Yes. Can you hear us okay?
I can. How are you?
Doing well. I was just giving them a quick rundown saying we don't know if it was Jaws or the NSA that jammed that call, but I started to go into what we were just talking about, my example.
Yes.
If you don't mind, just run through that again because we lost that.
Right. Just because, if we did rerun this scenario and interest rates had not gone down, the fact that your loan to value, meaning how much you owe versus how much it's worth, if that is a bigger gap, then it tends to lower your interest rate.
Outstanding. Oh, wow. That's even better. So one way or the other, it's definitely a benefit there. And so just to kind of sum up, I think we could say, hey, look, if you don't like 7%, and right now, honestly speaking, unless you have some credit issues, you're probably not going to get 7% anyway. But we can agree that rates are definitely higher than they were 2 years ago. But if you don't like 7%, for lack of a better term, you're really not going to like 100%, which is what you're paying if you're renting from somebody right now.
Exactly.
Right. Now, we both know there are people that are going to be here a very short amount of time, and there's instances and times and places for everything. And then that might work for those people. But for most of our population and most of the people that we deal with, then it's just not something that's going to work for them.
Right. But even if they're not going to be here that long, Stephen, that 2-1 buy down would allow them to have a very low interest rate until they sell the home.
Whoa. Okay. Say that again, Kari. Even if they're not going to be here this long.
Yes. So let's say they need to sell in 2 years because they get stationed somewhere else. Well, they are going to benefit from that. Remember the example too, if they pre-qualify for 7.5 and then they do the 2-1 buy down, the first year it's only going to be 5.5%. Second year will be 6.5%. Then they sell the home.
Mm-hmm.
They won't ever see the 7.5% interest rate.
Okay. Wow. Well, Dave, there you have it, folks. And by the way, if you get pre-qual through Kari, get a pre-qual with her, go to the beach for free. That's how this whole thing works.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for tuning in today and talking with us and schooling us on that. I think that was very helpful. Folks, 106 Windfall is here, and it's ready for you to come take a look at. And we'll let you get back to the beach, and I'm gonna, go cry in the corner. I think my kids are there right now. They get to go every day. Me, I'm always out doing something, so I don't get to. So.
Same here, but I'm going to drop, my contact below this post. So
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So, Kari Cobb with Loans the Boss Way, and I'm Stephen Scacani with the Scacani Group at Remax Now, bidding you adieu until tomorrow, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye now.
bye.